All right, I brought y'all back out here into my greenhouse, and it does look quite the mess. But this is what a working greenhouse looks like now. I'm sure in the last video, y'all would have saw a real pretty black looking floor, no dirt, no dust, no water spots. But hey, hello Yahweh, this is what a working greenhouse looks like. I need to put this other table up right here. I've got to put legs on it and extend that to over here. There we go. But yeah, you haven't seen the inside of it because I've not been doing very many videos. I just don't have the desire to anymore. But I do want to share things with my Mashpaka and Yahweh that will azar you to be able to use in your planting. I'll just go ahead and give you a rundown of what's up here. I had some strawberry plants, bare root plants I had ordered, and they had come in and I had planted them a while back, but I had extras. I've got about a 32-foot row out in my garden. It's about 32 foot long by probably 3 foot wide. And I've got 96 strawberry plants out there, but I brought the other ones in and planted strawberry baskets. And they are doing wonderful. Okay, then over here, about 2 weeks back, and there's some more extra strawberry plants. This is some, what is it called? Penny royal field, something like that. It's an herb. It's growing wild here on the farm. I've harvested, or gathered it rather, and I'm just leaving it in here to dry. But what I brought you out here to show you was this. Y'all see these? Do you recognize what these are? These are shoe boxes, and I just haven't filled off all the tags. These are actually shoe boxes you buy from the Dollar Tree store. This is an old one. You can tell it's dirty, and I've used the old ones I've had for, this is my 3rd year using them, I believe. But the newer ones, I just got those. They're $1.25 a piece, and you get, here's some new ones over here. You get the bottoms that come with them for $1.25. You know, that are not really the bottoms, this is the top. And then, you know, it fits like this, and it's a shoe box. And there's just, you know, these are like a lot of them put together. But I don't use them for that. Now keep these, because you can use these too in the same way. You can flip them. They work better if you flip them down like this. Let me show you. It's easier to show y'all than to just talk it out. And I'll show you what I'm doing with the other ones here in a few. Okay, say you wanted to, or speak rather, that's not a tube word. Speak, you wanted to take some extra pots, right? And you wanted to put them here on this. You can fit 2 comfortably right here. Then you can take your watering can, and you can fill this part up with water. Okay? Then you take your dome, basically, this is your dome. And you take that, and you just put it over it, just like that. Now, this right here is going to cause, like, the greenhouse. It's like a greenhouse within a greenhouse, right? During the time it gets them to sprout, or germinate, rather. But if you do it this way, you've got very low clearance in there. And you couldn't leave it on as long. But for like smaller, for like these over here, these seed cells, they would actually, I think they're shorter than the pots. But I'm just showing you a couple ways you could do it. Or you could put a seed cell in this and do it the same way. Okay, I'm going to take these off. And that way you would have, the water would, they would suck up the water through the holes on the bottom. But I'm using these pots in my trays. Now, these are my maters. I haven't got all my maters planted yet, but this is the majority of my maters. And they're coming up, right? But I used the top part of the, or the, I don't know, the bottom part of the shoebox, which is just basically a dome that I can fit 3 of these bigger pots in, and I put water in it, and they will draw water from the bottom, and it will keep the pot, and they're just little flimsy little pots, you know, you can still reuse them though, but it will draw the water from the bottom and keep it moist. And you still need to water them from the top every now and then, but not as much, because you have the water drawing from the bottom. All right, anyway, I'll find another use for these right here, because I don't really use them right now. These are the little pots. You know, they come like 6 in a little bunch. They're flimsy, but they work great. Okay, moving on. I'm really busy this yum. But yeah, these are my mater plants. But what you can do, I didn't have enough at the time, because you see all the mini ones I've got. You can take this, and you get more out of them this way. You just have to use 2 domes. And you put it on top like that, and that forms a barrier. And it doesn't matter if you have a little crack of air, it'll still draw moisture, and it'll keep that warmer inside while they're growing. Now these aren't the true leaves yet. If I wanted to, I could leave this dome on top of here until the true leaves, which is the first 2 true leaves, these are just little baby leaves, but whenever you get leaves, or they sprout up more, and there'll be 2 more leaves that come after those, then you would take your dome off and leave it off, because it doesn't need that extra humidity anymore. Okay, this is my new one. I haven't used it yet. Now these are the ones with the seed cells, as they call them, in them. And right down here I got the water. And you don't put a whole lot of water in there, just enough, you know, just enough. And it will keep them watered. And now you're still going to have to water the top. But see the humidity that's in there? The water that's already formed? That's the humidity. That keeps the heat inside when it's a little bit cooler outside. Even in my greenhouse, it's maybe around 50-some degrees outside this yom, because we're getting the last of the coolness coming through. It's probably, I don't know, roughly about 70 in here. But it's really not warm enough for peppers. But halal Yahweh, I've had these germinating now for 2 weeks, and they are coming up. Yahweh is waking the seeds up. Look at that little bitty baby. Can you see it? Yada Yahuwah. And there's one there, a cod there too. These are my peppers. I love peppers. And over here, they're waking up too. But I wanted to show y'all this idea, because a lot of people, they don't know. There's another one. They don't know this, and my phone's fixing to die. I gotta kind of wrap this up. But they don't know this idea. But they're just shoe boxes from the Dollar Tree store. They're $1.25. Make sure you get your lid, because the lid comes with them. And you just make domes out of them. And you might have to trim your seed trays up. They do fit 8 little seed trays. You have to trim them up on the side to get them to fit, but that's no big deal, right? Now, when they get their true leaves, I can take that off. But here's another tip for you. When it gets hot outside, or warm outside, it gets about, I don't know, between 70 and 80 something outside, it will get over 100 degrees in here if it gets around 80. Then I open up the window. Let me bring you around here. And I'll open up that window, but I'll keep the door shut, because I haven't built my screen door yet there, and I haven't put my screen up on the other side of the window yet. It's a wise idea to definitely do that, because you know, you might even have to take your domes off because of the warmth. But it's fixing to warm up here. Everything's going to start just going wild. The greatest time of a gardener. But you just have to monitor your temperature in your greenhouse. You just have to be on it. My little Sarah, my little lemon tree, I've had her now for 3 years, going on 4. And she's now, look at that. And she always looks rough this time of the year, y'all. Always she looks rough this time of the year. But look at all the new growth now. And I've had to transplant her to this big old blue, it's just an old rain barrel that was cut, you know, about a third of it off a long time ago. It was here on the farm. My darling probably did that a long time ago. Oh, let me show you this too. Grow your own ginger and turmeric. These pots here have turmeric in them. They've just got maybe an inch of soil covering them. And then these 4 pots, well, that's a bucket. That's an old bucket. And that's an old rose bucket. And then some more planter boxes. They've got ginger in them. And I planted them, I don't know, maybe about 3 yumeem ago. And pretty soon they'll be growing, you know, because it's fixing to get warm up in here. Another quick tip before my phone cuts out is you can take these, and I've got to actually patch this up because it's broken, but I can use some duct tape on that. I'll use some, or either clear, really tube tape, you know, sticky tape. And I did have this, I had this part over these down here, but when I went and got more of my shoe boxes, or dome boxes rather, growing boxes is what I call them, my growing boxes, I had that over them to azar them with heat. Okay, you can use anything. These are wonderful, by the way, because all you do is you just take them and you flip them upside down and you put whatever you need to, just hit my head, underneath it. But of course you need to, you know, kind of fix it because that busted. And that's a quick fix. It's no big deal. I think I got everything out. All right, y'all. I've got more to show you. I just don't do YouTube much anymore. But what I do, I'm doing for my mashpaka and Yahweh. Y'all are my concern, not the world. Not the world. But I will continue to show y'all what I can, when I can. My rose bushes I had got in. I have 3 beautiful rose bushes, bare-rooted rose bushes. They are just growing like wild where I got them planted. One's in my herb patch, and two of them are in my soon-to-be another herb patch because I'm extending it because Yahweh is Baruchin. I will show y'all that soon enough. But yeah, I'm fixing to come in here and get some herbs going that I need to get started in here. And then the rest of the herbs will go directly into the ground shortly. I need to get my flower hanging baskets planted. But yeah. Hello, Yahweh. I'm excited. Working greenhouse. I do need to get in here with a broom and clean up some. But, you know, hey, when you're excited, you know, I talk fast when I'm excited. But, and then I got a pretty little Dominicker hen gone broody. Hello, Yahweh. That's great news. I got kittens coming out of my ears. I got to find homes for them within the next couple of months. Oh, and we got a puppy. She's an Aussie, Australian Shepherd. I named her Sarah. Same as my little lemon tree, but Sarah. She's adorable. I'm sure you'll probably see her in an upcoming video. But yeah, hello, Yahweh. In the tube times, we hello, Yahweh. In the the trials, we hello, Yahweh. We always give Yahweh all the yada. Shalom from Hilltop Holler, y'all. Shalom, halal, yada, ahava, Yahweh.